That's why I need a one dance. Got her Hennessy in my head. One more time before I go. Higher powers take it all home.
Let me be your woman. I can be your woman. Baby, I like your style.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Kennedy, and I'm back once again with another video. Now today, as you can see, I got on my Young Money shirt today because Nicki Minaj is on the shirt, and we're gonna be talking about Nicki Minaj. So I had a dress for the occasion. Now today, in this video, we are going to be ranking and reviewing Nicki Minaj's new album, Pink Friday 2, aka Pink Friday, the sequel, as I like to call it. So yeah, so in this video, we're going to be ranking and reviewing the album. And what that means is I'm going to be ranking each song from worst to best. And then I'm going to give my individual review on each song on the track list individually. And then once I get through the track list, at the end of the video, I'm going to give my overall review, my final thoughts, and I'm going to give the album a rating on a scale from 1 to 10. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Now, throughout the video, I'm going to play little parts of the song. I can't play too much because of copyright. I'm trying to avoid copyright. So I'm only going to play little bits of the song. So don't get mad at me when I can't play too much of the song because I don't want to get copyrighted. That's the goal, is no copyright. So I'm only going to play a little bit. Just letting you know in advance, okay? Okay. So yeah, back to the album. So Pink Friday 2. The last time Nicki Minaj dropped an album, I believe it was the Queen album, and I was like 16 or 17 when that album came out, and now I'm 22. So it's definitely been a minute since she dropped an album. It's been forever. So this album is definitely a big deal because it's the return of Nicki Minaj, period.
I took I took some time off to rest, and now it's game time, bitches. You have no idea.
I'm pretty confident in my list, but this album was definitely a challenge to rank because I'm a very indecisive person, but I tried my best. So hopefully I don't change my mind in the next couple years. But I think my list is pretty good. I think that's not pretty good. It's pretty great. My list is fire, okay? Yeah, my list is fire. I'm confident in my list. I think my list is solid. So I hope you enjoyed the video. But before we get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Kennedy ____. Follow me on TikTok at Kennedy _39. And make sure you add me on Snapchat at Kennedy Buck. No space, no capitals. And now let's get straight into the video.
3:28 a.m.
Hold on, y'all. One more thing before we begin the video. I would like to mention that this video does include the new songs that Nicki just dropped because I heard she was dropping some new songs to add on to Pink Friday 2. So I pushed back the release of this video so I can incorporate those new songs into my ranking and review. So I hope you enjoy this video. Now let's go to Gag City, y'all.
Beep, 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 is that bleep? Is that you talking to me? Is that deep?
Beep Beep was good. It was like okay, but it was too short. So I had to rank it low on my list because there wasn't really much to the song. So I had to rank it low, but the parts that were there were pretty good. She has some pretty good bars in there.
These bitches always checking for me like a Nike song.
This version of the song is not as good as the 50 Cent version, but we will be discussing the 50 Cent version later on in the video because I decided to rank them separately. So stay tuned for that. We'll be talking about that one a little bit later in the video. But yeah, I don't think it's as good as the 50 Cent version, but I still think it was pretty good. It was like okay, it's kind of mid, but it was very short and sweet and to the point.
At me and I never did. Greatest female rapper that ever lived, and that's on my kid.
I like that Nicki went down memory lane and she was reflecting like on her life and things like that. I liked that aspect of the song, but there was some parts of the song where her vocals sounded a little bit weird. I I think her vocals overall were okay on the song. There just were some parts that sounded just a little bit weird, and I was like, ooh, what is that? But there was some standout bars on the song that I liked.
I told Drake that he don't owe me nothing, never did. I pray that Wayne always remember that I never slid.
That bar was definitely fire because Drake, Nicki, and Wayne are like one of my favorite trios. You can see they're on my shirt. Anyway, they're one of my favorite trios. And another bar that I also liked was
Greatest female rapper that ever lived, and that's on my kid.
When I heard that bar, I was like, period, facts. I know that's right. I was definitely feeling that bar. Another part that I thought was cool was when she was talking about the baby's kicking. I was like, maybe she recorded the song when she was pregnant with Papa Bear. Like, that's cool. She was pregnant with Papa Bear while she was recording this. That's dope. So I was like, that's cool that she put that in the song. So I'm pretty sure she recorded the song while she was pregnant. So I thought that was cool.
I'm a toast. Wait, hold on, Juice. I feel a baby kicking. Holy smokes, I prayed for a son.
Now, this song was the closer to the album, and I feel like it was a pretty good closer. I think as a closer, it was just like, okay, pretty good, decent, you know what I'm saying? Because like, it makes sense that it was the closer because it was her reflecting on her life and things like that. So it makes sense as the closer, as the ending track. But like altogether, the song was just okay to me. It wasn't the most memorable ending, in my opinion. The song was just okay to me. After I was done listening to it, I just didn't remember it much after I was done listening. So it wasn't that memorable to me. But the song made sense as the outro. So it makes sense. But I just wasn't feeling it as much as I thought I should have been feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my opinion on this song. It was pretty good. It was okay. It was a good closer, but it wasn't very memorable to me.
Hey yo, who the fuck is this?
Cowgirl had a really catchy chorus. Lourdes did a pretty good job on the chorus. Nicki did a great job on her verses. The song was definitely giving like pop vibes. And I will say the one thing that got kind of annoying with the song, the chorus was good, but it did get a little annoying after a while. Like, I personally don't see myself listening to this song much. Like, on my own spare time, I don't really see myself listening to the song very much. But the song was definitely cute, and I liked the beat, and I liked the pop vibes. It's just the chorus. Even though the chorus was good, it was just a little bit annoying.
I'm different shit, I'm with the shit, I'm 90s grimy. I should spin that shit, then they spin that shit.
I like this version of Beat Beat better than the original, but I still think the song was just okay. 50 Cent's verse definitely added a little something to the track that made me like it a little bit more. And there was a bar in there in particular that I thought was interesting that he said.
Niggas ain't that they gon' double back to finish shit. Say we got some kind of beef, please remind me.
But even with 50 Cent's verse, the song isn't much longer than the original. But there was another bar that Nicki said that I thought was interesting as well.
Like a night sign, niggas always frontin' when they only to some light time.
So even though the remix is better than the original track, it's not that much better than the original song. My Life samples Heart of Glass by Blondie.
Not a heart of glass. Seem like the real thing long to go.
And I knew when I first heard the song that the sample sounded really familiar, and I liked what Nicki did with the sample. She definitely made it her own.
I stole his heart and then I put it in a verse.
I liked her flow on the song, and one of the parts of the song that I liked was when she said,
"These bitches mad I did it better and first."
The song was very forgettable to me. I liked the song, but once I was done with the album, I completely forgot about the song because the song just did not really stand out to me. So that's my one critique, is that I liked the song, but it was very forgettable. It did not stand out amongst the rest of the album.
I I don't like them bitches. Pussy tight and vicious. Hit them likes to lick this.
I thought Bomb Bomb was decent. I mostly just liked the bass line and I liked the chorus, but I thought her flow was good.
Dickless, I don't like them bitches. Pussy tight and vicious. Hit them likes to lick this.
She had some great bars on the track, and I really liked her clever wordplay also.
Think they have a juku, they just on young co. Fronto with the roar, how the gumbo roll.
This was one of the songs that she previewed prior to the album's release, so I already heard it before the album came out, and I thought the song was just okay. I still definitely liked it, it just was mid to me, but I still like it.
Press play, got baguettes on the way. Press play, new G-Wagon on the way.
I think Press Play was just mid. I think it was an okay song. It was good, but it was just okay. It wasn't that memorable of a song. It was just like an average song, you know what I'm saying? I think I like Nikki Hendrix a little bit better than this song. Not by much though. I think it's slightly better. I think Nikki Hendrix is slightly better than Press Play, but it's not that much better. This song was just a bonus track, and I don't really think it added that much to the album. It was good, but the album would have been fine with or without it. And since I like Nikki Hendrix better, I didn't really think Press Play added too much. It was just a good, decent song, you know what I'm saying? And it was average, like I already said. But yeah, but when I first heard the announcement about the song, it was just another Future song. I'm like, since there was already a Future song on the album, I wasn't that hyped about this song because we already got a Future song. So I was just like, okay, it's just another Nicki Future song. That's fine, okay. But the album would have been fine with or without it. I don't think it added much to the album, and it was average. It was just a little filler song. It felt like a filler song to me. It wasn't very memorable, but it was a good filler song though. But it was still just a filler song.
Valley, they bumming. Out in Maui, we coming. Popping out in Bengali. Looking just like a dolly. With the pretty.
When I first saw the title of this song, I thought it was gonna give Trini them girls because there's Trini in the title.
Boom. Trini them girls, them my part, the boom boom, them my wine up them waist, them my part, the boom boom.
And I was definitely wrong. It definitely was not giving Trini them girls at all. It sounded completely different from what I initially thought it was gonna sound like. It sounds very unique, so I was cool with it, but I was like expecting Trini them girls, and that's not what I got. But it's okay.
Broke a gal bad like Nicki and shit.
We're Trinidad, Jamaica, pop shit. Guyana, Barbados, and then your top shit.
I like the Trinidad vibes of the song. The song was definitely interesting. It had a lot going on, so I did find myself getting a little overwhelmed while I was listening to it, but I think the song was fun. It definitely was some Trinidad bump and grind, dirty wine music for sure. And I liked that vibe. The part when she had said go Papa, I was like cracking up on that part. I thought that part was kind of funny. I wasn't sure if she was talking about Papa Bear, talking about some go Papa. I'm like, what? Was Papa Bear in the studio and you just randomly thought of that and just started singing that? Like, I was confused. I was like, it was interesting. I thought it was funny, but I was confused. I was like, okay, this is cool, but what? I was confused. That song was very confusing, I will say. And it was very random. Like, the one word I would describe the song as is random. It was very random, but it worked. Because I still enjoyed the song. I thought the song was fun. Made me want to go like this. So I definitely liked it for the danceability, for sure. I liked the Trinidad vibes, even though I was very much confused. And it was a very much random song, but it worked. So I liked it. I love the God vibes on the song. I think Tasha Cobbs Leonard did a great job. She was probably my favorite part of the entire song. She did an amazing job. She stood out to me the most on the song, and she sounded great on the song.
Make no mistake about it, his name is Jesus.
I loved the meaning of the song. What I think the song meant was Nicki was pretty much describing how grateful she is and how blessed she is in her career and how far she's come. That's what I got from the song. I'm pretty sure that was the meaning behind the song, so I love that. One of the bars that I liked on the song was,
Recently became a mama and it thrills me.
another part of the song that I liked was,
Down on my knees and pray to you. I found my peace in your presence. I put my faith in you.
the song was absolutely beautiful and had a great meaning, so I loved it.
For me, how you let me walk away from you.
When I heard Nicki Hendrix on the album, I knew it sounded familiar, and I was like, where did I hear this from? And I was like, wait, Nicki played this on Instagram Live a couple weeks ago. So I already heard this before the album came out because she previewed it on Instagram Live. And I remember her saying that her and Future recorded this many years ago. So I thought it was a little interesting fun fact that this song was already played on Instagram Live before. So I already heard it, and I liked the song when she played it on Instagram Live. So I'm glad that the song made it on the album.
The song that Juice just played, it was a song I really loved. It was gonna be on, I think, the Queen album, and Future was on it, and I had forgotten how much I fucking loved it. It's a real, like, it's a interesting, like, sonically interesting vibe. So you might not necessarily get it, but this was for my album. So we probably recorded this song like 6 years ago.
I think the song is really chill and pretty, and I really enjoyed Nicki's vocals on the song. I think she sounded great.
Think there were a million me's. I guess I underestimated you too.
And Future sounded decent on the song as well. The song was very pretty, and it had like a wave your hands at the concert vibe. So I really enjoyed doing this while I was listening to the song.
At will now. I'ma make you feel like it's your special day.
Nicki's singing sounded really good on the song. This song is definitely a birthday song for the girls. One of the bars that I liked on the song was,
It's your party, you can do what you want to. Got the champagne, got your favorite blunts too.
I did hear Travis Scott in the background. It sounds like he had some background vocals on the song. So I don't know if she sampled one of his songs or if he just sang backup on the song. I'm not completely sure, but I know I heard his voice in the background. But I wasn't 100% sure if it was him, but I got official confirmation that it was him in the background. That's the only reason why I'm saying this. Because I didn't want to say some random stuff that wasn't true. I wanted to make sure I got confirmation that it was him, and it is indeed him. He is in the background.
Travis is on the album.
I know.
Pink Birthday. Shout out to Travis Scott.
But I thought that was interesting because I remember, like, around the time the Queen album came out, I know she was mad at Travis Scott. Nicki was mad at Travis Scott. So I thought Nicki and Travis had some beef. So I thought it was interesting that he was even in the background of the song or even on the album, period, at all. So I thought that was a little interesting fun fact that Travis Scott has some background vocals on this song.
When you were number 2 behind Travis Scott, it seemed you got upset about that.
But why do people say things like upset or angry? When someone says how they feel, they're not always upset or angry.
Well, what were you feeling?
I felt like I wanted to punch him in his face.
Okay.
I think Pink Birthday made perfect sense on this album since it's a birthday song and the album was released on Nicki Minaj's birthday. So I think it's perfect that this album had a birthday song on it since it was released on her birthday. It makes sense, you know what I'm saying? The birthday connection. So I don't know if that's the reason why she put the song on the album, but I think it makes sense. And maybe, I don't know if it was a coincidence or she intended to do this, but I think it's cool that the album was released on her birthday and she put a birthday song on the album. So I thought that was cute and it made perfect sense. You know what I'm saying?
New album date for this incredible body of work that I'm so proud of on a very special day to me and to the Barbs. It will come out on my birthday.
The song was a little slower than I expected it to be initially, but I think it worked. Nicki's flow was great, and overall I think the song was a cute little birthday song. is such a fun song. It literally samples girls just want to have fun, so it makes sense that the song was fun.
You know you're still number one, but girls, they wanna have fun.
I could tell he the one.
It was definitely fun. Like, that's the one word I can describe the song as, is fun. And I really liked Nicki's flow on the beat, and I really liked the little homage to Pink Friday. She snuck a little super bass bar in there, and I was like, yes, girl, good way to tie in Pink Friday 1 to Pink Friday 2. So she ate that. I really enjoyed that bar. It was giving nostalgia, and I was definitely here for it.
You got that super bass, make my heart skip a beat. I mean, red cups.
This song definitely took me back to the Pink Friday, original Pink Friday days, and I really liked that she paid homage to Super Bass, and it was a great tie-in between the two albums, and it definitely gave me Pink Friday vibes. The song was it kind of reminded me of the Barbie movie a little bit, so it definitely was giving Barbie, Pink Friday 1, Super Bass vibes, and I really loved that vibe because it took me back to my childhood, so I really enjoyed that. And yeah, overall I love the song, and it was definitely one of the more memorable songs on the album. I love the beat on this song. That was one of the things that stood out to me the most when I reacted to the song a couple of months ago, and I'm pretty sure this is one of my favorite beats on the entire album. I really liked Nicki's vocals and her rapping on the song. I think she did a great job. I liked the heartfelt vibes to the song, and I really liked the chorus as well.
I wish I heard you tighter than last time that I saw you.
The song is very different from what Nicki usually puts out. It has a more deeper, personal meaning, very heartfelt vibes. And what I took from the song, what I interpreted the lyrics as, I think the song was about like her reflecting on a relationship in the past and then wanting to go back in time and change some things about that relationship. That's what I interpreted the lyrics as, and I'm pretty sure I heard that this song was about her dad, so I'm assuming it's about her relationship with her dad and how she wants to go back in time and wish she could have did some things differently. That's what I think the song was about, and I think it was very heartfelt. I like that she dove deep and went personal with this song, and I liked the heartfelt meaning.
If it's breeze, red ruby the sleeves, Chinese on my sleeve, these wanna be Chun-Li's anyway.
This song came out almost a year ago, so I heard it prior to the album's release, and I really liked it when it came out. I really liked the nostalgic sample, the Lumi D Uh-Oh song.
Honestly, if I tell
breeze, red ruby the sleeves, Chinese on my sleeve, these wanna be Chun-Li's. Slow, I ain't know these bitches see now. Married to shoot in case you niggas tried to breathe.
And her flow is great on the beat. I really like the chorus also. It's very catchy.
She my little vibe, my little bad girl don't run from nobody like
I also like that she added another alter ego to the mix because she has a lot of alter egos. Stuff like that, so I'm glad that she added another alter ego to that mix called Red Ruby the Sleeves. So I thought that was cool, and she added another alter ego to her list, and I really think the song was fire, and it was a great addition to her track list for the album. I still love this song even though it came out like almost 2 years ago. I think it's been out for about 1.5 years, I think. So it's been out for a minute. It's a little old, so I did forget about the song a little bit. So when I saw it on the track list, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that song. But it was a nice little pleasant surprise that she threw it on there, because I wasn't sure if she was going to put it on the album because of how old it is. But it makes sense that she put it on there because it was a pretty big hit song. So it made sense to put it on the album. So I'm glad she put it on, and it does fit on the track list of the album. It fits the vibes of the album, so it was a good decision. Super Freaky Girl always reminded me of the song Anaconda.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Because it kind of has the same vibe as Anaconda. It has a similar formula. It has like that old school, nostalgic, popular beat with the freaky bars on top, with the bars, the lyrics, the catchy chorus, the same thing. So I feel like she kind of had the similar formula with Super Freaky Girl as she did with Anaconda. And I feel like it worked. It was great. But obviously I feel like Anaconda is just a little bit better than Super Freaky Girl. But both songs are really great. But I feel like Anaconda is just a little bit better. But Super Freaky Girl is still a good song too. This song also has some clever bars in there. One of the bars that I really enjoyed was,
one thing about me, I'm the baddest alive. He know the prettiest bitch didn't come until I arrived.
Super Freaky Girl samples Super Freak by, I think, Rick James. I think that's who sings the song. It samples the Super Freak song. So yeah, it makes sense with the theme of the song and then the sample that she used. So I always really liked her sample choice.
She's a super freak, she's super freaking now.
And I think the song is very fun and entertaining, and I really like the song. And I really enjoyed the remix of the song as well. The Queen mix, I think. I really like that version of the song too. So yeah, overall the song's great.
Real nigga bitch, I call it R&B.
Yeah. Real nigga bitch, call me R&B.
I like the song a lot. I was definitely here for the Nicki and Lil Wayne reunion collab situation, because that took me back to the Young Money days once again. So I enjoyed that little reunion.
She my R&B, fuck her to some R&B, make me wanna sing.
And I also thought Tate Cobain did really good on the song as well.
He was cheap, bitch, that wasn't me.
And I really liked Nicki's two-piece line.
Secrets, I let them beast it. Kissing on my thighs and my breast, he two-pieced it.
And I really liked the chorus, and I think the song was a chill vibe, and I liked the song overall.
Falling for you, falling for you. I think I'm falling for you, falling for you.
The beat on this song is beautiful. That was one of the main reasons why I really like the song, because I think the string instruments in the background on this beat on this song was beautiful. The song overall was beautiful. The beat was beautiful. It was just beautiful. Nicki's vocals were beautiful. I think she did a good job. And the chorus was just okay. That's the one thing. The chorus was just okay. I thought it was just a little bit bland. It was just all right. It was good, but it was all right. You know what I'm saying? It was just okay. That's how I would describe the chorus. But other than that, the rest of the song was beautiful. I thought it was great. And one of the bars that I really liked on the song was,
can't play the queen before the king. Bitch, I'm the pink prince. Tell him to kiss the pink ring.
I really like that she mentioned Pink Print in the song, because I really like the Pink Print album. So I'm glad she mentioned that in there too. That brought me back to the Pink Print days. Miss those days. Nostalgic days. You know what I'm saying? I love that. She also threw a little Lotto diss in there. Sprinkled it in. Camouflaged it in. Only the real ones heard it, okay? Only the real ones heard it. She snuck it in there, y'all.
Picture not listening when I said you were dread dad. I mean locks hoe. You was a chop hoe.
She said locks hoe. At first I thought she said Lotto. Like I thought she for real name dropped her, and then I like looked up the lyrics and it said locks hoe. So I was like, oh, never mind. But then I was like, I really listened to the song again. I was like, she wanted us to think that she said Lotto, but she camouflaged it by putting locks hoe. See, like, because if you say locks hoe real fast, that sounds like Lotto. Like, she tried to camouflage it in there. That was clever. I was like, girl, yeah, that was clever. Do your thing, sis. That's why Nicki Minaj is one of the best lyricists ever, because, like, she knows how to do clever wordplay. Like, that was clever. She, like, snuck it in there. That was great. That was brilliant. I loved it. I liked the little clever wordplay. I was here for the diss. Loved the tea being spilled. The song was nice. Loved that little sneak diss in there.
No. Say hi.
This song is so beautiful. I loved the Billie Eilish sample. I knew right away. I was like, this song is when the party's over. I freaking knew the sample right away. And I loved what Nicki did with the sample. It was great. She definitely put her own little twist on it and it sounded gorgeous.
I could lie, say I like it like that, like it like that. I could lie, say I like it like that, like it like that.
Okay, that song definitely had me in my feelings. And this song was like the opener to the album. It was the first song. I was like, Nicki done got me in my feelings. In the first song of the album, I'm already starting to tear up. I was like, girl, she already had me on the first song. She already had me in my feelings from the beginning. It was crazy. I loved it though. The song was freaking gorgeous. One of the prettiest songs on the whole album. One of my favorite parts was the beginning, because I heard Papa Bear in the beginning. I was like, oh, it's Papa Bear. Bruh, that song had me in my feelings so hard. Like, she had me on the first song. Like, it's crazy. And I thought that was a nice addition. That was one of my favorite parts of the whole album, was the beginning. It was her and Papa Bear and they was talking or whatever. That was so cute. And his little baby noise, it was so cute. Anyway, that was probably one of my favorite moments from the entire album. I loved every minute of the song, period, because that song was gorgeous. That song was gorgeous. I can't even, like, I'm speechless. She had me speechless on the first song. This is one of my favorite openers, I think. I'm pretty sure. The song was so sweet, and I thought Nicki's rap was sweet. Like, the song was, like, about Papa Bear, and I thought it was sweet that she rapped about him. So that was adorable. It was cute. I loved it. That was so awesome. Like, I loved it so much. I was like, oh. The whole song. Like, that was literally me the whole time. So I love the Papa Bear part. I love that she rapped about Papa Bear throughout the song.
Never got to meet Papa. He sweet proper. He keep mama on my toes. I
love when she raps about motherhood, because you can tell like being a mother makes her happy. So I like that she raps about it, and it's very different from what she used to rap about before she became a mom. So it's very different, and I like how motherhood kind of changed her outlook on life, and it changed how her music is. So it's great. I think it changed her life for the better. Motherhood changed her life for the better, and I love how it reflects in her music now. It's great. I love it. One of my favorite bars from the song was,
today is 12/3/23. Your baby's 3. He's the best, Onika.
The song overall was gorgeous. It was amazing. I loved it. It was one of the most gorgeous songs on the entire album.
High heels on my tippies. Dough, say ain't Gabbana, that's one.
I love the chorus on this song. I think Waka Flocka sounded good. He definitely brought the 2000s vibe to the song. That's one of the things I liked, was the 2000s vibes. I think Future was in the intro also, so I thought that was a good touch.
We a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
Fuck this club up. Fuck this club up.
Yeah.
And I also really liked her Spotify line in the song.
Spotify ain't got a lie. They really streaming my music.
Nicki was making it known that all her streams was real, and she don't have to pay for no streams or nothing. All her streams are 100% real. The Barbs is there streaming her stuff 100%, period. As you should, as we should. So I definitely be streaming her music, so her streams are definitely real. And I also caught on to the Megan diss in there. She threw a little Megan diss in there. So yeah, that was definitely interesting.
Mickey, stay in your Tory lane, bitch. I am not Iggy. I know.
Nicki was definitely spilling the tea on this song. That Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion case bar, that definitely was one of the bars that stood out the most on the entire album. That was one of the bars that stuck out to me when I was listening. I remembered it the entire time. It stood out. It was definitely one of the standout bars on the album.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
And overall, I really liked the song.
Cause I love me enough for all of y'all. Love me enough.
Love Me Enough is another beautiful song for the girls.
I just do it for the girls who ain't never had it easy. The woman who conceived me. The girl in the mirror that just cried.
It It's a great women empowerment song about loving yourself, and that's a great message. I liked the bar when Nicki said to know your worth.
First things first, all my girls know your worth. Self-love is the greatest love on earth.
I think everyone sounded great on the song. I think the chorus was really cute, and I also liked the beat because it sounded really like light and airy and cute. And I just really liked the vibe of the song. It was very positive vibes. And I wish this song was on the original album because it would have made the album even better than it already is. But like, I wish this song was on the original cut of the album, for real. I saw that Nicki, Monica, and Keisha Cole linked up on Instagram Live, and I kind of figured that they did a song together, but I wasn't sure, like maybe they recorded the song on that day of the Instagram Live, or maybe they recorded the song prior, and maybe they were like linking up to like do like finishing touches or whatever, and that's when the live was. But I'm pretty sure they probably recorded that song the day of that Instagram Live, and that was just a few days ago. So they just recorded this a few days ago, possibly. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But I thought when she did the live with them that they were going to be on the original cut of the album. But when I saw the track list, I didn't see them on there, and I got confused. I was like, where are they at? I thought they did a song. And then here we are. The song's out after the album came out. It's like an extra bonus track. So yeah, I don't know. This is like a last minute decision. I don't know how this happened, but it was an interesting trio, and I actually really enjoyed the trio. And I already knew I was gonna like the song though, because it's Monica, Keisha Cole, and Nicki Minaj. Like, that's a great trio. I never thought it would happen though. It's a very interesting combination that I never thought would happen, but it works. So yeah. Period. Anyway.
You know, I'd say that this is a very iconic trio, if I do say so myself.
I really liked Nicki's verses in this song. Like, they were great. They had a great message. It was actually one of my favorite moments from her on the entire album.
Like, it's worth the pain. I'ma still have a good life. Still be a great mother. Still be a good wife.
I liked this part of the song as well.
On my hands, sativa or indica, it don't matter what the strand. The worst drug of all, the addiction to a man.
I enjoyed this part of the song too. The three of them definitely make a really good trio, and I feel like the song had a great mixture of all three of them. I think all three of them had a pretty evenly divided parts in the song. So I think the song had a great mixture of everyone, and I think overall the song worked out really well.
It's a big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you or you.
Big Difference is so fire. She performed this song at the VMAs and we all went crazy, but she only gave us a little snippet of the song. So I was really patiently waiting to finally hear the full version of the song, and we finally got it on this album. And I was so excited listening to it because there were so many fire, amazing bars in the song.
I am not the 1, 2, or the 3. You bitches look up to me. You say you look up to her, but really you look up to me.
I love the chorus. It's so catchy. It's one of my favorite choruses on the entire album because I love singing it. It's so catchy, and it caught my attention when I heard the snippet on the VMAs. That was one of the things that stuck in my mind with the song. So the chorus is definitely contagious.
It's blue. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the 2. It's a big dip.
Personally, I think this song is kind of like a little Cardi diss track, or this is a diss track to the female rappers that think that they are close to her, or they think that they can come close to her, like Cardi, Megan, Doja Cat, rappers of that caliber. I think she's dissing them because of the comparisons, because those are the rappers that get compared to Nicki the most. So I think she was dissing them and saying that there should not be no comparison. There is no comparison. She's better than them. That's what I got from the song.
I'm on a whole nother level. These bitches is out of their league. These bitches ain't batting like me. You bitches ain't better than me.
But I specifically think that it's about Cardi B. But that's just my own personal theory that it's about Cardi B.
You're not the same, you my opposite. I am the queen, you my op and shit. The corniest bitches be popping shit.
Everything.
I was definitely here for the little cockiness of the song. She was showing off. She's like, there's no comparison. No one will ever compare to me. So stop comparing me to them. I'm better than them. I liked her little cockiness of the song. And overall, it was one of the standouts on the album. And I really loved the song.
Haven't hurried for the faint of heart. She bad as fuck, but hard.
Nicki Minaj and J. Cole was definitely not a collab that I was expecting to hear, but I loved it. I believe that this is their first collab that they've ever done. I think this is their first song together. And it was great. I think they did great together. They sound great together. And they both did well on their verses. And I think the song brought up some very interesting topics. I believe that the song is about Nicki's marriage and the struggles that she goes through with her husband. I believe that's what the song was about.
20 years later, them decisions, I don't regret them. Just wish you would give me space when I really needed to be alone.
I like that Nicki is talking about more mature topics on this album because it's very different from what she used to rap about when I was younger. She's definitely evolved and changed as an artist, and she's rapping about more deep and mature things, and I really enjoy that throughout this album. And I think J. Cole's verse was fire.
She bad as fuck, but hard to deal with, and it ain't her fault. She got ambition like the niggas and a vision for herself, so she can't.
In J. Cole's verse, it sounded like he was talking about what it's like being with Nicki Minaj and like how to deal with being with Nicki Minaj. I think that's what his verse was talking about, and it was from like the male's perspective.
So if you love it, then you gotta learn to play your part. Sometimes you gotta play the bet, but when you do, make sure you play it.
I think he was telling Kenneth to like stay in his lane and play his role as Nicki's husband and like how to deal with her fame. That's what I think it was. I guess that's how it was. I think he was like addressing Kenneth and being like, hey, this is what you gotta do. This is how you gotta deal with her fame. And that's what comes with the territory. So stay in your lane, play your role. That's what I think he was trying to say. That's what I interpreted J. Cole's verse as. And I think his verse was so good. That was definitely one of the standout verses, standout features on the album.
Patience and a lot of extra faith in God to keep the family together at a time when it's so regular to break apart.
I also thought the Will Smith bar was interesting.
Wifey down despite all of the extras that come. Word to Willie Smith, these silly niggas heckling Sean as if their life is somehow.
The song showed the male and female perspective, and I think it was very well executed.
Like bonitos, like a haystack, friends they can leave, but you could stay back.
I could stay back.
I was so excited for this song. If you watch my For All the Dogs video, you'll know that I heard that Drake and Nicki were going to do a collab, and I thought that that collab was going to be on For All the Dogs. And when I saw that it wasn't, I was salty, and I was praying that the mystery collab would be on Pink Friday too. And my prayers were answered. It is on this album, thank goodness, because I was like looking for it for All the Dogs and I didn't see it and I was sad. But now we're here. We finally got the song, and I was definitely very excited because I love me a good Drake and Nicki collab because it takes me back to the Young Money days, okay? YMCMB, you feel me? It took me back to that time, and I was very much excited to finally get the new Drake and Nicki collab. Now, initially, when I was looking at the track list, I noticed that Nicki Minaj was missing, and I was like, where's Nicki Minaj? Because I heard that Drake and Nicki Minaj were allegedly going to do a collab. So I assumed it was going to be on this album, and it wasn't. So I was very much disappointed. I was very much upset when I did not see Nicki Minaj on the track list. But I was like, pause and wait a minute. Maybe their collab is going to be on Pink Friday 2 instead of this album. So I'm going to wait till November, and hopefully that alleged collab is on there, because I was very sad, because I was for real, like, the Nicki Minaj song was one of the most things, or one of the main things that I was anticipating and that I was excited to see on the album. And then when I seen she wasn't on there, I was like, let me wait till November when Pink Friday 2 comes out, and then we can really see if he's on there. I hope he's on there, because then it'll give Moment for Life Part 2, and that'll be giving. So I'm excited for Moment for Life Part 2. if that's what it gives. Going into the track, I was expecting like a little Moment for Life Part 2 vibe, and that's definitely not what it gave. It was completely not what I was expecting it to sound like, but I still enjoyed it. And Drake was definitely giving the Views, More Life era vibe, 2016 Drake for sure. And I definitely enjoyed that because we love us some little 2016 Drake Afro beats, one dance. Like, this song reminded me of that era of Drake, and I loved it. It was great. Drake pulled out the 2016, Nicki pulled the 2016 Drake out of storage, out of retirement. I don't know, out of storage. I like out of storage. Out of storage. Nicki pulled out 2016 Drake out of storage, and I was here for it. I loved it so much. It was a great little bouncy song.
Don't delay that, you're like Anitos. Life's a haystack, friends they can leave, but you could stay back.
It was giving like flow of the ocean, and Nicki definitely had a good flow on the song. She was flowing with the flow of the ocean of the song, the motion, all that.
Whining, I rap really wanna taste the icing. Give me my ting.
I also liked her little OVO line that she snuck in there too. That was great.
Island got to see out. I'm going from Toronto, Canada to OVO.
Now this song does sound like more of a summer jam, a summer vibe, and it's winter. So I was a little bit confused, but I still enjoyed the song, even though the season is wrong. I was thinking, I was like, this is more of a summer jam. This should have came out this past summer, or it should have came out next summer. Maybe not next summer. This past summer, it should have came out in the summer. Either way, and it's winter. So I was confused because the vibes were definitely not the vibe of the song. It's not the vibe with the weather. It wasn't vibing together, but I still enjoyed the song. I still love the song. Nicki and Drake did great on the song. It's very catchy. It has a good flow, has a good vibe. Love the Afro beats vibes. And overall, I really enjoyed the song. It was great overall.
We gon' spin and kill. Deep in the spot.
Everybody is the catchiest song from the entire album. It be stuck in my head all the time, so I knew right away it was gonna be a hit. And it's definitely one of the more popular songs from the entire album because it screams TikTok, social media, dance, jam. Okay, you feel me? And it was definitely giving that Jersey Club remix vibe. And I feel like Jersey Club music is making a little comeback because I remember when I was around 14 or 15, Jersey music was really popping, and I feel like it kind of died down, and now it's making a comeback, and this song is a prime example of that.
Pretty man, cause she ain't no pretty face with a Barbie doll. Another year, another Vince Lum.
Nicki definitely dominated the entire song. I feel like Lil Uzi's part kind of got pushed to the background. His part wasn't that memorable. It was good, but it wasn't that memorable. Like I said, his part kind of drowned it in the background. Nicki definitely dominated. Nicki was definitely the star of the song, as she should have been, because it's her song. It's on her album. It makes sense. And I did hear a little bit of I Just Wanna Rock vibes in there. So Lil Uzi kind of recycled some of his bars from I Just Wanna Rock in this song, which I didn't really mind. I thought it was cool. I still think he added a little something cool to the song, even though it wasn't that big or memorable of a part, but I still think he added a little something to the song. So it was nice. He added a little flavor, a little seasoning on there. It was pretty good. The song has a very nostalgic beat. Once again, there's a lot of nostalgic beats on this album, and this was one of them. This song samples Move Your Feet.
We gon' spin and kill.
Won't stop the beat and go.
Okay, you feel me? The only reason why I know that song is from White Chicks, the movie White Chicks. That's the only reason why I know this song. So when I heard the song, that was like the first thing that popped in my mind was White Chicks. So, random thought.
Won't stop the beat and go.
Yup, White Chicks is the only reason why I know this song. So when I heard Everybody, I was like, it instantly took me back to White Chicks. I was like, oh yeah, that's that song for White Chicks. White Chicks had a lot of nostalgic, iconic songs in it. This was one of those songs. So yes, when I heard Everybody, it took me back to the White Chick movie days. So this song is very nostalgic and I loved it. It was definitely a fun song.
Your game, pop your shit, face on pretty, ass stay thick, beef with who, she got the right one. All these bad bitches ain't got the like none.
I absolutely love Barbie Dangerous. That's one of my favorite songs from the entire album. That song is literally everything, okay? Out of the whole album, that was the song that stuck with me the most, and now it's one of my go-to songs, and it's one of my favorite songs from the entire year. One of the bars that I loved the most was
My rapper that can channel big pop and push out pop a big home of the year.
Another bar that stood out to me was
Stay thick, beef with who, she got the right one. All these bad bitches ain't got the like none.
She has so many amazing bars in that song, and I also enjoyed the part where she says she's not obligated to like none of these rap girls. She ain't gotta like nobody, and if you want to beef with her, she got something for you. Like, I love that vibe of the song. It was everything. I literally loved it. She was like, I ain't obligated to like you. I ain't gotta like none of y'all, and if you want to beef with me, I got something for you. Like, girl, that's fire. That was amazing. I loved it. She had me shooketh to the core. She had me shaking in my boots. It was amazing. I freaking loved this song. That was one of the main things that stood out to me. I was like, girl, she's like solidifying her spot as the queen of rap, okay? I loved it. I also really liked the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody bar. I thought that was clever. I really enjoyed that part of the song also.
No demon, hoes words ain't got no meaning. Queen of this Rhapsody bohemian. They worst nightmare, they still dreaming.
I also liked
They worst nightmare, they still dreaming. Bitches jacking, I'm still queen. And I'm still praying, you would too.
Another bar that I liked was
Go home or do a B.I.G. My throne, they can't S.I.T. My crown, you can't F.I.T. I'ma tell you like a nigga told.
The Notorious Thug sample was amazing. I thought it was cool that she sampled Biggie and Bone Thugs and Harmony. So that was a cool little touch to the album.
Spit your game, pop your shit, grab your gap, pull your clip, squeeze your clip, hit the right one.
Spit your game, pop your shit, face on pretty, ass stay thick, beef with who, she got the right one.
And I like that Nicki put her own little Nicki spin on the beat, and it was great. Her rap sounded amazing on the beat, and Nicki really ate that entire song. She had me shook in my boots. She had me shook it to the core. I absolutely was living for this song, and I absolutely love this song, and that's why it's on the top of my list, because it was one of the best songs on the entire album.
All this my hair, yeah. Spit your game, pop your shit, face on pretty, ass stay thick. I'm in laid back, on our way back, make a movie, watch the playback.
Now that we have completed our Gag City journey, now it is time for the overall review, and I'm gonna say that Pink Friday 2 was a great album. I had a great time listening to it, and I feel like Nicki did a good job at incorporating little nostalgic features to the album in terms of the samples, because I really like the way she utilized nostalgic samples throughout the album in songs like Barbie Dangerous, Everybody, Super Freaky Girl, Pink Friday Girl, Red Ruby the Sleeves, and My Life, just to name a few that I can remember off the top of my head. But those songs had some really nostalgic samples that I really liked that she used throughout the album, and it definitely made the listening experience even better. I felt like Nicki was telling us a story with this album, and I think she did a pretty good job with the storytelling on this album, because she was talking about more personal topics for sure, like motherhood and like her family and things like that. So I felt like the storytelling was great, and it made the album like more special because it had a more deeper meaning, and it felt like it really came from Nicki's heart, which was really nice to hear. Nicki definitely had a mixture of the freaky songs and the serious songs throughout this album, and I feel like she had a lot of different genres in this album too. Like, if you name it, she got it in this album. Like, she got Afro beats, hip hop, pop, R&B, gospel, everything. She covered most of the bases with this album, which I really like, because I feel like she was trying to please everyone by having a bunch of different genres that appeal to different demographics. So I feel like that was a smart business move. And I also really liked the bars that she had in this album as well. And I tried to incorporate as many of them as I could in this video. So hopefully I got most of them. If I forgot anything important, my bad, but I tried my best to put in as many good bars as I could find throughout this album. But she had so many, I probably lost track and forgot some. But hopefully I put in most of the important ones, okay? You feel me? So yeah, there was a lot going on with this album. And it was kind of overwhelming, but it was a good overwhelming because I do like that she had a variety of different genres in this album. Nicki sang on a lot of the album, but I think Nicki's singing is decent, so I did not mind the singing, but I know a lot of people do not like Nicki's singing voice, so I thought it was an interesting creative choice that she decided to sing on a lot of the album. There was a couple times on the album where I did get just a little bit bored. Like, I thought that Cowgirl was a little bit boring, and I thought Beep Beep was a little bit boring as well. But overall, I think I had a pretty fun time listening to the album, especially with songs like Barbie Dangerous, Everybody, and Needle, and things like that, just to name a few songs. Yeah, those songs were fun to listen to, but there was a couple of times throughout the album, like with Cowgirl and Beep Beep, and the songs towards the bottom of my list, that I got a little bit bored. Nicki is one of my favorite female rappers, and I feel like this album was very well thought out and very heartfelt, and I really like that she talked about more serious topics with this album, and she did a very great job. And I also feel like she is definitely still the queen of rap, and she's definitely one of my all-time favorite rappers, period, and her clever wordplay and lyrics definitely sets her aside from other female rappers. Now it is time for me to rate Pink Friday 2, so that means I'm going to be giving the album a rating on a scale from 1 to 10, and I've decided to give Pink Friday 2 an 8.8 out of 10. Now here's the big question, is Pink Friday 2 better than Pink Friday? And I'm going to have to say no, Pink Friday 2 is not better than Pink Friday, because I feel like Pink Friday is just a more iconic album, and the album is very unique because, like, back in 2010, there wasn't really any rappers, female rappers in particular, that, or any rapper in general, that rapped like Nicki Minaj. So when Pink Friday came out, which was her debut album, it was a big deal because I feel like Pink Friday brought something new and innovative to hip-hop and pop music, and it had a big impact because of how unique it was. And I feel like Pink Friday 2 just does not have that effect, and it is not as iconic as Pink Friday, but I still feel like the album is a great album. Pink Friday 2 is still a great album, it's just not as impactful as Pink Friday. Pink Friday 2 sounds nothing like the original Pink Friday. The only song that sounds like it would have been on Pink Friday was Pink Friday Girls. That was the only song that I could remember that had some kind of connection to Pink Friday from Pink Friday 2. And I feel like the album should have had a little bit more of a connection to Pink Friday, especially because it's supposed to be a sequel to Pink Friday. But obviously I'm not expecting the album to sound exactly like Pink Friday because Nicki's in a different phase in her career. This is a different decade, you know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm not expecting it to sound exactly like Pink Friday, but I do wish Nicki incorporated some more Pink Friday elements to the album to kind of make them connect, besides Pink Friday Girls, because that was the only song that I could remember that had some kind of connection to the original album. Now, do I think Pink Friday 2 is better than Pink Friday Roman Reloaded? I'm gonna say no for the time being. Do I think Pink Friday 2 is better than Pink Friday Roman Reloaded the Re-Up? I'm gonna say no for that one too. I'm just saying the ones I can remember off the top of my head. Do I think Pink Friday 2 is better than the Pink Print? No, definitely not better than the Pink Print. Do I think that Pink Friday 2 is better than Queen? I'm gonna say yes to that one. I really do think Pink Friday 2 is better than Queen. Now, Nicki, technically, she does not have a bad album in my opinion. I really love all her albums. She does not have a bad album in my eyes. So even though I do not like Pink Friday 2 as much as I like the Pink Print, Pink Friday, the original, Roman Reloaded, the Re-Up, things of that nature, even though I don't like it as much as I like those albums, I still really think the album is great, and I definitely do think it is better than Queen.
Okay, listen. Okay, shut the f up. The f
And I feel like out of all of Nicki's albums, this one's definitely the most versatile because she put a bunch of different genres on this album. This was like a melting pot of different genres. Like she put rap music, you know what I'm saying, pop music, R&B music, Afro beats, gospel. Like she put like a whole bunch of different genres, and I feel like she made this album have something on here for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like she put something for everyone on this album, and I feel like she did a decent job at doing that, and it'll definitely have some hits for Nicki Minaj. So I hope you enjoyed this very, very in-depth review of Pink Friday 2. So Barbs, show this video some love, please. Thank you. If you have now reached the end of this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Kennedy____. Follow me on TikTok at Kennedy_39. And make sure you have me on Snapchat at Kennedy Buck, no space, no capitals. And I'll be back for more videos soon. See ya.
And all I can say is, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.